You might have seen in P1 a very good example of simple columnar epithelium. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Here we go. This is one villus of small intestine, and these are the columnar cells, but you have to focus on the free surface. This is lumen, of course. This is a free surface. You can see a thick border. Maybe I need to go to another region. So it will drive you crazy, maybe, but that's all right. Look here. This is the free surface of these columnar cells, and this dark border is called brush border. These are nothing but microvilli, and when I go for higher magnification, you are going to look at the brush border in a better way. You can clearly see the brush border. These are multiple structures. These are the extensions of the cell membrane. And these are microvilli, but you cannot see the individual microvillus because it's beyond the resolution of light microscope. So you see instead the brush border, or you could call microvilli. Remember, villus is singular, villi plural. So microvilli. One microvillus, two microvilli. Okay? Got that? So if you are to identify microvilli, there will be a pointer pointing to the surface, free surface of the cell, and the question will be asked, what are the structures indicated by the pointer? The structures will be microvilli. Okay? Good. So this was the last slide on small intestine. Slide on large intestine. And like any GI tract, any part of GI tract, you will see all the 4 different layers. Here we go. Come on. Fantastic. All the 4 different layers, starting from outside. Here's the dark line. Can you see the dark line? That is the serosa. This is low magnification. And this is the longitudinal muscularis. This is circular muscularis. Here is submucosa. And from here to here, mucosa. The mucous membrane, or I can say that mucosa, does not have villi. This is the large intestinal epithelium forming large intestinal glands. These are glands. These are the openings of the glands, and this is the lumen of large intestine. Now, the glands in large intestine or colon are formed of 2 types of cells, just 2 types. If you look at, what is the page number?
It's 926 right now.
926, and on the other side?
927.
927. In 927 you can see 2 types of cells. Yes? One is called goblet cell, another is absorptive cell. Okay? So I'm going to focus on that under higher magnification. One. Look here. You see hundreds and thousands of goblet cells. The cells, goblet cells, are stained very lightly. Can you see this? These are all goblet cells, but in between goblet cells are the absorptive cells. So you will see much better under even higher magnification. There you go. Holy cow, look at this. Yeah. This lightly stained, these are goblet cells. So in between, here, this is one goblet cell, here is another. You can see 1, 2, 3. What cells? Absorptive cells. Make no mistake, the goblet cells are present in the small intestine and large intestine. But in the small intestine, the goblet cells shapes are a little different. Here you can see how huge the goblet cells are, and because of the content mucus, the staining is light because the mucus does not take up the stain that much. So the mucus cells, so the goblet cells here are lightly stained. All right, look at that. So you have to identify these two types of cells. Okay, all right. Any question? You see much better now here? Look here, goblet cell. Another goblet cell, but in between, what is that? Absorptive cell. This is one. There are two absorptive cells here. And how many goblet cells? Many, too many. Thousands. What do? They secrete mucus. What is the purpose? What happens in, you will learn about...
the content to pass through.
Yeah, what?
For the content to pass through.
For the easy passage.
Yeah.
For the easy passage, so that there is no constipation. Huh? If the mucus is little, then primary chance of, that might indicate what is called that metamucil moment. Yeah? Okay. And this, what the absorptive cells do, they absorb some water and some electrolytes. Not much. There will be only about 10% absorption by the large intestine and 90% absorption by the small intestine. Look here. This is large intestine. These are the glands. And these are the goblet cells and the absorptive cells. So you scan it. Oh my God, look at this. Can you see? From simple columnar to stratified squamous, non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Because this region is subject to friction and abrasion during the passage of feces, because feces form by the absorption of fluid by the absorptive cells, and there is rocking movement by peristalsis, by segmentation, and during rocking movement also the feces or fecal matters mixed with mucus, and the mucus facilitates the passage. But when passing through the anal region, more friction, more abrasion. So what happens? You can see some layers are sloughed off, some cells. So in microscopic examination of stool, the epithelial cells are present. Then you will see all those squamous cells, flat cells, yeah, that are sloughed off as a result of abrasion and friction. Okay? Make sense?